Gender-based violence, types of abuse, physical abuse. What is physical abuse? It is any type of abuse where the abuser uses physical force. Physical force can cause injuries or put the victim's life in danger. It can even cause death. This also includes restraining or locking up. Physical abuse includes slapping, hitting, hair pulling, choking, burning, and any type of harm with a weapon. And important to note here, any object used to cause harm is classified as a weapon. Physical abuse can also include the abuser throwing things or destroying household items. It also sometimes includes the physical abuse of any household pets. How does physical abuse start? Usually with the threats of violence. Then it goes over to breaking things or throwing things. This escalates to a slap or a push, and it becomes more intense and the abuser moves on to more violent attacks. Stress, alcohol, drugs, all are factors that can make physical abuse worse. But it's important to understand that IPV is mostly a psychological crime, and physical abuse is the end product. Physical abuse has 4 stages. The first one is the tension building stage. Then it goes over to the incident of abuse. The third stage is the reconciliation, and the 4th stage is the calm stage. Phase 1, tension building stage. In this stage, the abuser is irritated and passive-aggressive. There's breakdown in communication. The victim will try to calm the abuser down and becomes very fearful. As tension builds in this stage, the victim will know that there will be an outburst soon and is likely to do things wrong out of fear and stress. Whatever he or she will do wrong will be the reason the abuser uses for the outburst. Phase 2, incident of abuse stage. The explosion happens. This can be about anything the abuser decides is wrong. The abuser's anger boils over and physical abuse in whatever form happen. The abuser will justify his or her actions by pointing out to the victim what he or she did wrong to warrant this outburst. Intimidation, threats, blame, violence all go hand in hand during this phase. Phase 3, reconciliation stage. In this phase, the abuser must make peace with the victim in order for them to keep them in the household. They might show remorse and promise anything to convince the victim to stay. This stage is also called the honeymoon stage, but it's just another power play of the abuser. Gifts, kindness, promises are all part of this stage. The abuser may even appear remorseful and sad. Phase 4, the calm stage. The abuser will try very hard to convince the victim that he or she has changed. The relationship will look calm and happy to outsiders, but irritation will slip in again from time to time and slowly build up. The cycle of abuse is not easy to break. The abuser is not likely to change his or her behavior. The victim must be the one to break away, to break the cycle of violence. Signs of physical abuse. These would include things like bruises, broken bones, burns, bite marks, scars, black eyes, red and purple marks on the neck. But victims might hide many of these signs out of shame. Healthcare professionals must be therefore aware of repeated trips to a health facility or explanations about injuries that does not make sense. Besides the visible effects of physical abuse on the victim, there might also be deeper effects like depression, anxiety, panic attacks, eating disorders, suicide, or the victim being scared all the time. Other effects include being apologetic or meek, drug or alcohol addiction, victim lost interest in daily life, social isolation, vague medical complaints, unwanted pregnancies, and PTSD. Factors in physical abuse that may predict homicide includes the escalation of abuse, where the abuser uses alcohol or substances, uses a weapon in the abuse, choked the victim, or has abused the children. There are many organizations out there that can help victims of gender-based violence. Don't turn a blind eye. Help someone today.